Hello everyone, it's Raven and I am back with another ship review. We're live streaming on Sunday night and doing some Sunday night ship reviews. If you guys like that idea and want me to stream ship reviews on Sunday nights, leave comments, all that good stuff. But today, we have the next ship on my list, which is Teal Crusade by VIINCE. And we're going to check this one out. Alright, here goes. Spawn. And, ooh, okay. That's an interesting engine design. I'm kind of digging this already. Let's go check these out just a little closer. And sorry guys, I am a little bit sick, so it's going to be a little bit weird. Okay, so he's got his engines here set up so that you get plenty of lighting from the thruster plumes. One thing I'm going to say right now is you can do wedges with the crystal, and I would suggest doing that. That might help a bit, and maybe wedge on wedge with the glass. Ice obfuscates that really well, but since you're not using that, then wedge on wedge might be a good choice. And you have two air blocks. No, you got one air block there. Okay, you should be fine. I really like this sort of manifold looking thing. Let's do this. Okay. The manifold on the outside, I really like the exterior details. The interior just needs, inside of there, just might need a little bit of tweaking, but it's pretty solid. You got a couple of, all right. Let's do a nice little pan around. Okay, so, this is an interesting design. So the first thing I have to say is the shape is pretty solid. Overall, the shape is great. You could do some detailing along here and maybe in here just to because there is such thing as too much negative space, and I think you're on that cusp where if you add a little bit more detail in some of the bigger, flatter, quote-unquote flatter areas, it will help a little bit and really bring it a little bit more forward. I'm assuming that's a hanger right there, right up here. And then your front is gorgeous. See, when you actually do some detailing here, it's really nice. I think you just need to extend this detailing you have on the front around for the most part, and you'll be fine. I don't see running lights. That could help. The other thing that could help is some wingy bits right just sticking down right there. But it's a nice overall shape. It's a very nice overall style. I don't think your shape work is bad or anything like that. And I don't think it's a bad ship. I just can see, there's a lot of blank space that could have little pieces, even if it's just like cuts into the armor pieces and then this darker color underneath to just sort of make it feel like it's got so it feels like these are armor pieces that are put on top. Could be a really cool thing. Okay, you have double or two color. All right, yeah, I'm digging this. Again, you could do the same thing on the bottom. The bottoms of ships are notoriously neglected compared to tops and sides. So maybe add some stuff along the bottom just to differentiate that as well. That could help quite a bit. Let's take a look over here. Okay, so this is a turret. So this turret right here could use some love. I'm not going to lie about that. It definitely could. The slabs are fine. It includes some wedges on the turret piece itself. It's super blocky. And it feels blobby on the hull. Sorry. Where other pieces don't so much. You can do Sort of like how you have this inset and then you have a darker color there, so the turret stands out and it breaks up the line between the two pieces. That's fine. These are really nice. So if you took this piece right here and stuck it, over here on this piece, that would be really nice. I'm guessing these are either guns or they're like bow thruster sort of things. I don't know. We'll find out. So that's an airlock, and we'll probably use that to get in. So I don't see anything else off the top of my head. I'll talk about the turret over there in a second. See, this little piece right here, this is nice detailing. Extend this sort of thing around, put it in other places and it'll help. Okay, so you've got some naked blocks here. It's not the worst thing, but it could be a little bit better. You might want to think about this part right here because you can see through it. I know you probably cramp for space on this turret, but adding something in here just to make it so that you can't see those blocks might also help a little bit. All right, let's come over here and we'll jump on out. Do 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 do. Clicky, orient, and we go. Very nice rail door. Very nice. Efficient. You can always add extra block, like a line right here of a different color or something if you want. Cool hallway. I kind of dig this. You kind of have some mechanical stuff on the outside underneath this. You could use some girders through here, and then that might give some interesting lighting on the inside, but I like that it's nice and bright and easy to see what's going on with this one. So let's go this way first. Server room, med bay. Well, let's start with the med bay. Okay, by the way, if you add a plex door line across from the fans across, that can just, it's a minor thing, but it can really make a door stand out. You got yourself a basic med bay, pretty solid, and I won't lie, you're not super helped by the fact that you're following Dalmont. Sorry, didn't really plan for that, but that's just how it's going. But when I say following Dalmont, I just reviewed Dalmont's ships, so it works. I think what you could do is if you change these blocks to these to actual lights, slab lights, and stuck them on the side of the wall, that could help. And then had wedges sticking out to kind of, basically if you took slab lights and put them here and turned these into like support style wedges, that could look really nice. But it's a basic room. It works pretty well. Wedging some of your side pieces could help to give the room a little bit more dimensionality. But all in all, it works. I just think it could go a lot further. Also, one thing you might want to consider is your floor and ceiling. I know you have this the Red Cross in the ceiling, but your floor and ceiling are made of essentially the same material. If you use like scanners for the floor, the tops of scanners look really nice as floor blocks. That might be something to look into. Just to make sure that they're different colors, all that good stuff. If we go through here and we're going to go to server room. Sorry. Like I said, I'm a little sick. It really got me sick. See here, that looks like a different block type, but I can't tell. At least the lighting changes it. It's pretty legit. I like that. Again, in these gaps right there, you can use wedges to make it look like it's a support structure actually holding the ceiling up, and that can help. Your conduit use is fine. works pretty good. I like it for the most part. Um, Maybe right here, put a console and a glass slab so that it looks like it's actually like a check-in station where you can actually like access the server. That'd be cool. But yeah, let's move over here. Guessing this is the other airlocks. We won't bother going that way, and we'll come up here. What do we got? Button starts the warp engines. Can figure out how to have them automatically activate when loading in the ship. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about warp engines right now, but this is your teleporter, or there are teleporter blocks here. Is there a computer somewhere? Maybe in the floor? No? I'm very confused if you're going to be able to access these. Maybe these are just decorative. If so, it's a little odd. Elevator, core, crew quarters, systems rooms. Okay. Got a nice nice core room, rather. It's pretty legit. It's kind of hard to access the core. What is this? Ooh, you have a core lock. Very nice. I like it. I love core locks. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe bring this up by 1 block so it's a little bit easier to walk through. Other than that, yeah, I like the core lock a lot. I'm a big fan, but then I've been building them for a little while now, so that's pretty cool. Let's head through here. And, okay, so we have, what are you? Crew quarters! Awesome. I mean, these work great as crew quarters. There's not much else to say about it. You could, so you're kind of going for the bunk bed thing. I think you're using a lot of advanced armor. Maybe turn these into standard. You know, use different armor types, especially on your interiors, to sort of give the feel of different kinds of materials. That'll help. You can do that here in the ceiling if you turn this into like standard slabs. I like the fact that you're using slabs in the ceiling. This room looks infinitely better than the other 2 rooms that we were at. So, you know, what you're doing here, continue doing that. You know, you're definitely pushing it in a good way. So just keep doing that stuff. What are you? Oh, the lights. Okay, that makes sense. Again, you can do little lines of plex doors or glass or something. Makes it look nice. Just makes it look nice. So let's go through here. Another crew quarters. I assume it's pretty much the same story. And that seems to be the case. Got a nice window to look out of. Okay. Let's go through here. So one of the other things, your hallway pattern is, for the most part, nice. Maybe vary it up depending on where you are in the ship. So, like, going towards the core room, you could actually add, I don't know how much space you have under here, or if you're willing to take out some space, but maybe like blast doors that come up, just rail doors, sort of like you have on the exterior. Could be really nice to just sort of come up and protect the core or something like that. That could be really cool. Let's go all the way down here and see what we find. We don't know. I'm assuming hangar or something. Oh, a little control room. Okay, let's see. Power cap. I'm guessing this is shields. Shield cap. Cool. We got some weapon stuff with consoles. Very nice. More weapons. Jump drive. Salvager. Wow. Okay. Radar jammer. And then missile beam explosive. Cool. Again, you've got a lot of the... Okay. So there's 2 parts to interior detailing. It's what blocks you use, and then also how you may force layers. Sort of like what you were doing with the slabs, what you're doing here with the wedges on the ceilings. You can extend that to walls and make it feel like you could run girders straight down here, do a wedge here, something like that, to just make it feel like it's a support beam sort of thing. I would really suggest doing that because I think it would look really nice. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty solid, considering. I would maybe consider screwing with the lights a little bit. You can step the lights, so it'd be like 3 lights and then some other block and then another 3 lights, another block or whatever. Um, just to sort of break it up a little bit. And if you have these lights here, you actually don't need the ones in the floor unless they're marker lights. So, just a thought. Mostly because there's a point where it gets a little too crazy, or too bright. And I know I'm a sucker because, like, being colorblind, I actually kind of need brightness to a certain extent to actually understand what colors are what, if I'm lucky. But that might help you over there. Let's... Okay, so these are crew quarters. Let's go to the elevator. Elevator. So there's... Can we go down? We can't go down. Let's go up. Do 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 do. So it looks like this is a 2-floor ship. That's perfectly fine. So cargo bay and hangars that way. Bridge that away. So let's start with the bridge. Ooh. See, I like the fact that people are doing this. They're building their own ships out of, force fields and stuff. This is really cool. I really like this. Yeah. You could even add sensor blocks to this thing. And a docked entity sort of thing, so that so it would chain together. And if something became damaged or a system went down, like on the inside, you could have like red blocks pop up and say your jump drive is down, so it would highlight where your jump drive is, and that would pop up. That could be a really cool like addition. This is really nice. Your the dregs that live down here. This is really cool. I really like it. This is really nice. Consider you can actually put these lights into the wall instead, so that they don't show quite as well. I love recessed lighting, and that could potentially help a little bit. Sort of like what you have over here, you can do that over there as well. But it's really nice. I really like it, and I love the fact that you have your own ship over, like right there. I don't see a captain's chair or anything like that, but that's really not that big of a deal. Okay, let's... Oh, you're missing a block here. Not on that side. And you have a fan here, so maybe, fix that up a little bit. Again, see, here you have a nice, different ceiling. This is something you can do, this sort of thing, in your other rooms, and that'll help a lot. So consider doing that. So you even kind of do it here where your floor and ceiling are different. It doesn't have to be as different as these, right, in your other rooms, but, do something, and it'll help. Okay, so now we come down here, and this is apparently the cargo bay and the hangar. So I'm guessing these are cargo platforms, like the cargo sits on these platforms, which is awesome. That works. Let's go ahead and head forward. Okay. See if you can come up with some way to mark what these buttons are, because right now, just sitting here, I can guess. I'm going to guess that is like for the pickup areas, the center one, that each of these are the doors. So if we click that, is that right? Oh no, it's probably to raise that. Okay. Oh no, so the center one is actually for both doors? That's a little bit weird, but okay. And then I'm guessing the buttons are to raise and lower the ship. It'd be nice to have some text or something like that to show that off. I like the ship though. This is a cool little sort of, Corvette fighter sort of thing. I like this. This is really cool. You can switch these out for poles, or poles, not poles. Pipes, that's the one. And it'll look nice. And you can do a little bit of asymmetry there. That's the other thing I would say, is look for opportunities to do asymmetry. And again, we can kind of see into here, which, isn't ideal. But if you extend this bit right here, oops, sorry. over a little bit so that there's no catch, because this platform's only going up and down, so it's just a smooth transition like this. That'll help, and it'll make it look all purty and stuffs. But I like the doors. Doors seem pretty solid, and you've kind of got, this is pretty cool. You've got the blast plates for the engines. Very nice, very very nice. Yeah, you don't see a whole lot else. Again, here with the cargo stuff, you can, you know, make these a different block type. It feels like this was made before Advanced Armor got its mass update, and I don't know if that's true or not, but you should look into using new types of blocks here and there. Also, yeah, okay. So let's just do a tab F8 into the core of the ship. Take a look around. So yeah, I mean, some of the turrets are kind of blobby, and it could use some more details here and there, but it's pretty solid. Sorry, overall. And you have these little pockets of details like that. Do that more. It would really, 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 really help overall. Add some more line work. You're kind of doing it here and there. You can do more. You can get away with more. If it's just like a couple lines across here, that's perfectly cool. I jumped into the wrong thing. Okay, let's do that. Okay, there we go. I can see the ship. All right. Yeah, you can do lines going across here, or like ribbing pieces, raised pieces, something like that would really help. And again, underneath you can do a little bit more, maybe a wingy bit sticking out, just a really stubby one. Off the back there could be nice. Okay, yeah, so these are cargo spots. I don't really have a huge amount of notes for them. I like the fact that you have these, you know, where you separate things like that nicely. It's nice. It's a very nice little thing, and it feels. How can I say this? It feels like all this was sort of taken with, you know, done with a lot of care, and I appreciate that, and I like that a lot. But then, in contrast, if I go all the way back forward or whatever, back forward, whatever, it feels like the medbay doesn't have, the medbay and the server room don't quite have as much care put into them. So, you know, you can do stuff with that, and I hope you do. So that is your toggle for that. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it's a really elegant ship, actually, in a way. I like it a lot. I just think that it can be pushed a little bit further. I think that the exterior shape, the shape of the shell is really nice. I just feel like the detailing on it doesn't quite do it justice. And I feel like some of the interior just needs a definition. So, like, if you look here, your hangar floor looks pretty nice. Ceiling looks nice. Same thing in here. There's differences on the top and bottom. But then you just don't get that with the smaller rooms. So maybe practice working on some of the smaller rooms here and there, especially on this floor here. And I think that'll really help you overall. Let's see what she comes equipped with. We got cannons, missiles, and that looks like swarmers. Salvager, radar jammer, jump drive. Okay, kind of the basics. You can add running lights as well, which could be really nice once you kind of have a little bit more of a feel for where you're going with it overall. Again, the turret's nice, but I'd like to see, because this... So, when the turret is just sitting like this, it's kind of fine, right? Because it sort of feels like a shape on the ship, which is cool. But as soon as it turns, it's going to look really weird and blobby. And so if you convert just this bottom layer right here at the bottom of the turret into, this is dark gray advanced, you know, that will make it feel like it's a separate piece of the ship. And so when it turns, it doesn't feel weird that it's turning. and that'll help a bit. Beyond that, though, I mean, it's a solid go. Let's go ahead and close the doors. Does that work? Okay. So there's some sort of clock or checker or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel like these turrets here don't live up to these ones here. These ones look really nice. So maybe try to update some turrets to get to that point, because these are super blocky, and you could do some wedge work here and there and tweak them a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid ship, and keep building, man. Like there are parts here that are just super nice, and it feels like I can almost see where you got into the zone and really knew what you were doing, and everything was just sort of flowing, like in here in the bridge. And then it just sort of feels like you might have kind of, died off a little bit, over here, which is fine. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us too, like me. But there's little tricks and little things. Basically, if you bring everything to the level of detail of your bridge, this will be an absolutely amazing ship. Okay? And that includes the exterior. So, just work at that. So let's see. What are our cameras? Okay, that's probably a docking cam. You got your front view cam. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have a third-person cam bot just chilling out here. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's pretty funny. And then core. All right, and then we're back. Okay, so let's go. Let's actually use this one. So we got cannons. Actually, we might have to go forward here. Okay, single line cannon. We've got missile beam. Missile. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's a terrifying number of swarmers. And I've got a feeling that that's all gonna detonate right on. Yep. Whatever. We got a jump drive. We've got a radar jammer. We got a salvager. Okay, decent little salvager. Hold on. Let me fire that again. Oh, so that's what those are. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm down with that. I guess that works. Yeah. I think this is a really good start, and I think that building on this is worth it. I think it's actually a really good shape. Some ships just don't have the shape that they need to really to work from to really make them awesome. But I think this one does. And I think that, with some minor tweaks, as I was saying earlier, it could really stand out way more than it already does. And it's already a nice ship. It's already got some really nice pieces. And you've got a lot of the little pieces there. It's just learning where to put them and where to sort of tweak the design a little bit here and there. That being said, solid little ship. I like it. Well, little my ass. I mean, it is, 17,000 mass, so it's not small by any stretch of the imagination. It certainly looks like one of those sort of things that you don't really want to meet. It sort of is your all-around cruiser sort of thing, so it can kind of do everything. But it's a solid little ship, and I think it does a good job. I think it's got a lot of potential. I think you just got to keep pushing it a little bit further, and it'll really come out super well. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this review and for me. Thank you for watching. If you stuck around this far, you probably like what you saw. And if you want to help me make more of these, consider becoming a patron. Links down below in the description. As well as if you want to submit your own ship for review, there's all the information down in the description as well. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again next time.